And last Saturday, we talked about investing with Darren Farwell, as we usually do. And good morning, Darren.
Good morning, Marilyn.
So last Saturday, you let us know that it's possible to create calm during a chaotic time, such as widowhood. And you said we could avoid making bad decisions by doing that. You called it the decision-free zone and gave permission to people to actually not make decisions because they might make bad ones. So what are we talking about today?
Yeah, that's a great principle in terms of people are very busy at Christmas, so having a process for organizing can be very helpful. Well, I want to start by saying today is my mother's birthday.
Oh, what's her name?
It's Anne.
Happy birthday, Anne.
Happy birthday, Mom. It's also the winter solstice, which means the shortest day of the year, but apparently that provides me no excuse for not having time to go over and visit.
And you will, right?
I will, so I'll see you later, Mom. It's also the final days of Christmas. And for those listening who relate to the story of, well, the more commercial side of Christmas, know that jolly old Santa has a big team alongside him. Mrs. Claus, the elves, Rudolph, his team of reindeer, and I'm sure many, many more. Heck, even the Grinch has his little dog Max, so even the Grinch has his own little team. And most people, whether you're a commercial Christmas follower or not, understand that having a good team on your side can really provide better outcomes. And for sure now, Anita does. Anita's 72 years old, and she's been a widow for 4 years now. She has 2 children, one who lives in BC and the other in the UK. So one of those parents who happy to have some children, but unfortunately none of them very close to home. According to Anita, the first 2 years after her husband passed away was kind of a blur. She kept super busy and really didn't spend much time reflecting. Over the next year or so after that, she realized that she was not living the life that she wanted. She was paralyzed. That's her word. She was paralyzed when it came to spending money. Anita was not confident at all that she had enough. So she just spent the meager amount she was getting each month from her CPP survivor's benefit, her own CP, her old age security, and her much reduced defined benefit plan from her ex-husband. Here's the thing. She has lots of money. It was her confidence that was low. This had the impact of causing her to worry incessantly and be unnecessarily frugal. In my team, the Farwell Group, we have some specialized planning tools for widows that I worked through with Anita. Our planning tool provided her a range of incomes that she could spend up to the maximum that she could spend and still live comfortably throughout her forecast life expectancy. And on top of that, we have an easy expense tracker to help her define more carefully just what her spending is. Working together, Anita's confidence did increase. It took a number of months, a couple of revisions of the plan, some going back and forth, but eventually she did become much more comfortable in the amount that she was spending and the fact that she could regularly spend significantly more. So now she's getting a monthly amount, kind of a paycheck, that's far more than she was getting for her. We created a reliable, tax-efficient income for her, and now she's spending a lot more and feeling a lot more comfortable. So Anita now has me on her team. But our story gets even better. Since her husband's death, Anita had also become withdrawn and socially isolated. Her daughters phoned virtually every day, and her son, well, like a son, phoned, but perhaps not as often. Furthermore, in Anita's words, she never gave herself time to grieve, so she didn't really have a friend network, she didn't have her children around her, and she hadn't given herself time to grieve, and she was feeling like she was missing out on that. She needed a personal support network. So I introduced her to the Bereaved Families of Ontario, Toronto, an organization that my team supports and works with. Bereaved Families of Ontario was established in 1978 and has a long and successful history of helping people who have experienced loss. She met others through this organization who are experiencing the same challenges and emotions. Bereaved Families of Ontario, Toronto provides peer volunteers and group support as well as one-on-one, recognizing the real importance of community, friendships, having a personal support network. And through BFO, Anita met a group of friends that she hangs out with. And when we spoke on Monday, she told me that her and a few of those friends were going to spend Christmas dinner together this weekend. And it just made me feel so good that Anita has a few new members on her personal support team, the Bereaved Families of Ontario volunteers and her friends, as well as our team. So don't be a lone wolf. Establish your own personal support team, a trusted financial advisor, an accountant, maybe a lawyer, importantly, friends, families, professionals, anyone else that can help provide the confidence and control in your life so you can enjoy special days like Christmas days and every other day to its fullest.
So if someone's sitting there and not sure if they're spending, well, not enough, but they can spend to enjoy life and they're feeling careful and not really certain of whether they're doing it right or not, they can call you and talk to you about their finances and find a path?
Yes, and it's fine to be frugal, to the extent that feels comfortable. But for many people, it's often not necessary to be quite as frugal as they are. And why give up on what you can have in your daily life if you don't need to? So I'm going back to the office today, and you can call me at 416-863-7501 or visit me and my team on our website, the Farwell Group.
So it sounds as if we don't have to be alone. Darren Farwell is offering to be part of your team. So build a team. It can start with a conversation with Darren. It can start with a conversation with other people. In fact, you talked about the Bereaved Families of Ontario, and it means that you can have some besties and maybe go to dinner and chat and have fun. I remember meeting 3 ladies who had not known each other very long, but they had widowhood in common, and they came to my store and we did a wardrobe party and we had some fun that way. So I welcome anyone to call Darren or any member of the team and build a team of your own so that you feel that you've got someone to lift you up and walk with you and hold your hand. The phone number to reach Darren is 416-863-7501. Even though he's going to visit his mother Anne this afternoon, he'll be at work this morning, so you can start the conversation. That's the Farwell Group. No need to walk alone when you can have a team behind you. 416-863-7501. Thank you, Darren, and have a very Merry Christmas and a happy birthday to your mom, Anne. And I look forward to speaking to you next week.
Merry Christmas.